experience. Imagine an infinite void, unlimited, infinite, one. And let's just call this the one, or the one infinite. Out of this void, out of this infinite unity, there arose somehow, don't ask me how, but mysteriously there arose the desire to know itself. For how in a void does the one know itself? There is no contrast. There is nothing to discern from. There's nothing to reflect off of. There's nothing based on which to know that you're nothing. There's got to be something to know that you're absolute, that you're no thing, that you're void, that you're infinite, that you're indestructible. In order for reality, which the one equals reality, this, what you see now, what you think is real, is just illusion. In order for the reality to know itself, it needs what's not reality. And here you are, having a body, being at a conference, the universe, creation. It's all an illusion. Doesn't make it not relevant. Obviously it's relevant because it's been manifested. And if there's only one being, the only one being that can manifest that is the one infinite creator. So to doubt the relevance of the illusion is to doubt the wisdom of the creator. So I'm not debating the relevance of this, but it doesn't change the fact that it is an illusion. And for a lot of people that just stays conceptual, and I wish I could just transfer you the direct experience of going beyond all experience and taking a plunge into the infinite absolute beyond creation. But just try to get a sense of it. So you imagine this infinite void. It somehow develops, mysteriously so, develops a desire. Since it's infinite potential, one of the potentials is the desire to want to know itself. So it wants to know itself, but how does a void know itself? Again, it needs something else to reference itself in relationship to, in contrast to. And so the first distortion, as Ra describes it, which you can also relabel as the first creation or the first manifestation, the first appearance, the first thing that arose, that appeared in this infinite void, this infinite unity, they describe as free will. I often also translate free will as awareness, pure awareness itself, because awareness is that free will. It is that capacity that has the capacity to generate, to choose, to create, to perceive, to know, to experience. Without awareness, without that free agency, without that free will principle, the one has no capacity to experience itself. So from our point of view, you may as well say it's the one, because it looks so similar, because it looks like nothing, absolutely nothing. But it is the quality of knowingness. It's the quality of the capacity to choose, to know, to perceive. Out of that capacity of free will, the one, the first creation being free will, the second one is love. So those first three distortions can also be seen as the three primary ingredients or primary colors of all of creation. There's literally nothing in the illusion that's not made up of the illusion of free will, love, and light. Those are the first three illusions, and really they're the only illusions. There is no other illusion. Literally everything from your traumas to your birth to your cup of coffee, it's all made of free will, love, and light. Those are the three primary colors that make up all of matter, all of creation, all of the densities, all of the illusions. It's just different patterns, different frequencies of awareness, love, light, or free will, love, light. So the second one is love. So imagine this infinite unity generating the capacity for knowledge, the capacity for awareness, the capacity for choice, even in a way, even though there's nothing to choose from yet at this point. But it is the capacity, it's the potential for choice, choosing one thing over the other. Infinite unity cannot choose because it's one infinite unity. There's nothing to choose from. Free will is the first thing, literally, quite literally the first thing, the first manifestation, that has the capacity for knowledge, for awareness, for choice. Then what does it generate? When there's awareness in an infinite void of an infinite unity, what would be the, and I'm trying to translate into human description so you can get a sense of it, but if an infinite unity is suddenly filled with free agency or awareness, what would this free agency, which is infinite intelligence, what would be the first feeling it generates? And since it's so obvious at this stage that there is only one, the initial feeling is, you could say, that of love. So love, and it is definitely a distortion the way that I'm describing it, but it's just to make it more accessible to the human mind. But love can be visualized as a formless field. That's kind of like the foundation for any form to be built on after that. It's like the cement or the wood out of which the building is made, so to speak. This field of love is the foundational awareness of non-separation. It's foundational knowledge of oneness. Anything steeped in that knowledge has, you could say, a sense of love. Love is the knowledge that nothing is separate, nothing is apart.